What's up, guys? CEO of One coming back at you today to tell you one of the great ways to raise your ticket value is to do some commercial properties. Now, commercial properties can be tricky because you can bite off more than you can chew, guys. This is a good thing to do. I always try to tell people be in business pressure washing for a year or so before you do anything major or commercial wise, because it gives you an idea how long it's going to take you to surface clean a big sidewalk, how long it's going to take you to wash a house of a certain size. Then you can compare it to how long it's going to take you to wash this building. On this job, we did wash this building as well, all four sides of it, and I knew how long that was going to take. So I felt comfortable with the price I gave the customer, which was great. They went for it, and we washed the building. We did the exterior windows, and we did the concrete all around, not the parking lot itself because it's a different aggregate, but all the sidewalks around the building and the back patio area where they've got some barbecues and stuff set up, and the employee parking area, all of those sidewalks. And this was a great one because we were able to get a really nice daily ticket, whereas you can book two $700 jobs in a day and get them both done and have time to spare. But, depending on your lead flow, it might be a little slow for that. And that's where these jobs come in great, because on one day, we can come in here, do this. I think it took us 6 or 7 hours. We made, 2,500, something like that for the day. And it was something that was inside our wheelhouse. We knew how much time it would take to wash the building, how much time it would take for us to go through and pressure wash everything. And it really just kind of made the process of selling this customer, knowing that I'm going to get it done in a day. They have people there, I think, all week long and Saturday. So this was a Sunday job. Nice and easy. I think only 2 or 3 people even showed up there at the place, but when you're spraying chemical, you don't want to be washing the place where they're walking in and out. Not to mention when you've got your trailer out and you've got a feed tank hose going to the feed tank to fill it up, and then you've got your high pressure hose like this one, 2 different pressure washers. So I think we had like 300 feet of high pressure hose like this out at any one point in time across the parking lot. We had, another 100 feet or so of fill hose for the feed tank. So, you run a risk of somebody coming in, running over your hoses, and that's never good. I've heard people say, well, it shouldn't hurt them. Yeah, look, every little nick and ding and everything that could happen to a hose will happen to a hose. And even if you run over it once and it just pushes a rock a little bit down on it, it's not good for your hose at all. In fact, this hose that I'm washing this building with right now was a 200-foot Fierce Flex. We had it for about 1 year and 3 months, and it popped, I want to say, about a week ago. So today was the first day using the new hose, in fact. So that's just one thing you guys have to think about. Cars running over your hoses is never good. You're going to be out here using them. Hopefully, if you're getting into this business, you're going to be using these hoses for 3-4 hours a day if you're lucky, or maybe even more. But they're going to be getting pulled across the yard. They get caught on anything. I don't know if y'all have ever used a hose before, but it gets caught on anything that's possible. Rocks, it don't matter, logs, sticks, just anything. So that being told, it's going to just wear your hose down a lot. But again, this is another one of those where we've got another big company, or corporate, I guess you'd call it, job coming up, where it's going to be another really nice payday. Might even take us a whole week to do this one, but it's going to be an extremely nice payday. Those are the times where you want to sock a little money away for things like equipment failure. Like I said, this hose on the other day popped on us. Fortunately, we still had other hoses because we run a couple different machines, and you always want to have a backup. But that was a $350 hit. I think the hose was 300 and something, probably a little shipping on it. So, that, and we couldn't go without it. We were in business, already had jobs scheduled this week. So we had to have a new hose ASAP, which, by the way, shout out to Doug Rucker. His store gets products out very, very rapidly. Never had a problem. Not a paid plug or anything, but Doug is great. Whatever they're doing over there, anytime we need something, it gets to us ASAPidly. And when you're running a small business, it's good to be able to put those fires out really, really quick, guys. So that being said, what do you think in the comments down below, guys? Do you like commercial jobs more, or do you like the residential jobs more? Personally, we enjoy those residential jobs because they're more likely to share on Facebook with thousands of people or hundreds of people in the area that they had a good experience. And that is, you can't buy that kind of marketing. Word of mouth is the best marketing. And anytime we can do a individual's property, it's a good chance they can give us a good review. It's a good chance that they're going to tell a few people, maybe Facebook, Nextdoor post, whatever. But I enjoy that. However, it is hard to turn down the big ticket jobs for some of these corporate jobs. Now, again, don't go out and wash a hospital tomorrow, because that's going to be over your head a little bit. But nice little buildings like this, schools, daycares, playgrounds for schools, churches, daycares. We've watched several churches. Those are, easy to do. It comes out nice. They're usually white. And the house wash works really well on them. So I find that it's good to do these big ticket items. But again, the biggest thing is, don't get yourself in a pickle where you can't finish the job and can't get paid. Make sure it's something you can do in a couple days or a day. Get it done, get paid. Another thing you should think about with these commercial jobs is, like when we do residential jobs, they pay us immediately. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, cash, check. I mean, they pay up, and they have no problem with it whatsoever. But a lot of times doing these commercial jobs, you got to go through the accounts payable, and they need all kinds of receipts and this and that, which is fine. We can invoice them through Jobber and send them what they need. But sometimes there's a process for their accounts payable to go through all this, take a few days, then they send a check, and then maybe it gets to you. Maybe they, you're dealing with 2 or 3 different people that are not as familiar with the work, or maybe they don't have all the information, get the company name wrong, and then your bank won't take the check. So just know, when you do one of these, it may be a week or so before you even get paid for it. So know that going in. Don't be floating your business on, I need payment every day or else I go out of business. That's a bad way to run your company. So what do you guys think? Do you like these types of jobs? Let me know in the comments down below. Enjoy the rest of the video.